Good morning. It's
Hello,
Valerie and
Valerie.
Silver Hair Stacker.
Yeah,
And sometimes they call me the chick picker, but either way, I'll answer to either one.
chick picker.
Hope everybody's having a good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy, happy.
Yeah, it's going to be a good 2018, I think. Can only go up from here, right?
Up, up, up,
That's what I think.
up, up, up.
I'm going to try and find the chat,
Yeah.
see who's all in there.
Who's all in there? Nobody. Oh, Grandma. Grandma.
Man, look at Grandma Magic Classic. She's just up and chipper this morning. That's awesome. Pretty good for going to bed at midnight or around there. It took me forever to go to sleep last night. I don't think, well, I had, people from the West Coast messaging me when it was 2 a.m. or whatever, when it was their new year. So, yeah, I got about 4 messages from that. So, good morning, Hank. Good morning, Juanita from Illinois. Live from Illinois. Hope everybody's having a good morning. So I kind of had a epic fail this morning. I was going to start working out on my treadmill and I probably should have checked it before. I assumed that it worked. It worked the last time I used it. Um, but yeah, I got on it and doesn't work. So I don't know.
What the heck?
I don't know what's going on. It's probably a loose wire or something,
It's
but
plugged in, right?
it's plugged in.
Huh.
So I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I tried to look at it, you know, underneath and everything, but I couldn't see anything loose or, hanging free or anything like that. So that didn't work out. So I got on YouTube and I brought up a yoga video, and so I did a little bit of yoga until it hurt.
Good. Yeah.
And I was like, ow, 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 ow. But that's okay. At least I did something.
Yeah.
So, Happy New Year to you, sister.
Happy New Year. It was a fun
Oh,
one, let me tell you.
I bet it was.
Cleaned up lots of puke.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did.
Aww.
Yeah.
In
I
the
was like,
store or outside the store?
no, outside in the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, people are just idiots.
Did you get the water hose and just go in there and
Honey,
wash it out like that?
the water hose would freeze.
Oh, well, that's.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that would be the best way to do it is just get a water hose and then,
Well,
let everything go down the drain and
that would be great.
wouldn't it? Or just have a button that you could push and it could just it's
Flood the whole
enclosed.
thing.
Yeah, just flood the whole thing and then, and then everything's clean.
That would have been awesome.
You know what would be really crazy though is if somebody was in there and you push that button, be like, "Oh no."
No, but there was this guy, and he had went in the bathroom, and then his girlfriend came in the store, and so afterwards he came in the store, and she goes, where's your bathroom at? And he goes, honey, you don't want to go in there. And I said, is it bad? I said, I was just out there like an hour ago
Mm-hmm.
and it was fine. And he said, it's bad. And I said, well, you can go ahead and go in my bathroom in the back. Just be
Mm-hmm.
careful where you walk and stuff. And
Right.
oh my gosh. Yeah, like a huge toilet. Like it just fills up
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and then flushes
Abs-
down the drain.
absolutely.
Yeah, that would be
Absolutely.
awesome.
Uh.
So I had a sell last night, and I don't know what happened with this, but they're like skinny jeans,
Okay.
Denizen,
Uh-huh.
Denizen jeans,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and they sold for 10.45, and the shipping. I don't know what happened with the shipping, but I was like very confused um, because it said 46.10, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Shipping was 35.62 on those bad boys for some reason.
And
And
they paid it?
they paid 46.10 altogether.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what is this for? I'm like, that doesn't make any damn sense.
So,
Well,
I mean, did you look at your weight and all of your dimensions and everything to make
I
sure?
I didn't look at it because it's already, the listing's already done, so I can't I can't really go in there. Oh yeah. Wait a second. It says 1670. 1670 for shipping.
Okay.
But
So,
it costed more than that.
okay, so another you need to look and see if it was an international sale
Oh, maybe.
because they may have, that may have been the amount that they paid
Right?
for the full, for the full thing. And your 1670 may have been just your part to get it to Kentucky. I don't know why it would have been that much, but for a pair of jeans, but
Um, it's United States.
hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
But they paid.
And it's $45 they paid to PayPal to
Yeah.
you. Huh.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I seen was the PayPal thing came up, and I was like, what is that for? Because I had got Brandon some boots because he needed some shoes, um and I got some and he didn't like them, so I asked for a refund, and I thought that's what the refund was,
Gotcha.
and
Hmm.
but it's not. It's a sale. Um, yep, they paid 46.10.
Wow. Who would do that?
I don't know. And they're like, I put I put
Yeah, it sounds
unless
like it's definitely a glitch.
maybe it's going express or something.
Mm.
but it's going to Texas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Really, really weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, maybe they just really wanted them. I would have been like, hey, what is up with this? If I was them.
yeah.
Ugh.
But it's kind of like how that stuffed animal was for you, that plush, that
Yeah.
one time where it was like, $80 to ship it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like that is going on with your other items
Yeah,
also.
I'll have to look into it.
Oh, we had a good little hangout last night. Hung out from about 9 to right after. It was about 12:30, I guess, when we got off of here. But
Awesome.
it was good. It was good. We had fun.
That's good.
Brought in the new year together.
Yeah.
It is so cold here.
Yeah, here too. And it's windy. But I'm just trying to keep all my clothes on.
Trying to keep all your clothes on. Is it that hard?
No.
Okay. Oh. 2018.
Hi. Yep. I didn't get anything written on my calendar yesterday.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
So I'm going to try and do it
Shame,
today.
shame. So when is your next day off?
You know what? So I looked at my schedule last night, and I have to work at 9 o'clock tonight. I get off at 6 in the morning. And then I work tomorrow night, 9 to 6. And then I'm off for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So. Sharky Mom still says nothing like starting the new year to hearing Sally trying to keep her clothes on.
Absolutely.
So I've had a really good weekend. It's been pretty good for me.
So you work tonight and tomorrow, and then you're off for 3. Cool. That's exciting. Very exciting. Oh. Yeah, I got a whole list of stuff I gotta get done today. Oh. Continue working on my inventory. I got listings to get up. So I will be busy today. And then tomorrow there's no show tomorrow.
Oh.
Because I have bag sale tomorrow.
Oh.
And but if you're looking for something, Nikki said it is possible. She says she's not sure if she has to go into town tomorrow, but she said it is possible that she might have a show.
Oh,
She
okay.
might go ahead and do a show on her channel. So if you're up and you're looking around, you might, I'm sure you probably get notifications and stuff, but
Oh, that's right. We get shipping supplies this month, right?
yes, I did order mine. We do
I
get shipping supplies, so
I
get
need to
those
do that.
ordered.
Gonna
I ordered.
send tape or no?
Huh?
Because if I need tape, but you said that you had a bunch of it that you don't use, and that you were gonna send it to me.
Right.
But if you're not, then I need to order it.
You probably should order
Okay.
it.
Okay. I just need to know.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say that I'm not going to use it, because I will use it in a pinch.
Right.
So,
Okay, that's fine. If you weren't, I was just gonna say.
yeah. So,
I
I'll
forgot
probably
how to get
just
there. How do I get there?
you go to manage your store. So you go in your seller hub. You go to your seller hub, you go down and then to manage store, and then click on that, and then you go to subscription discount, I think it is. Subscriber discount. And you click on that.
Hmm.
Did you get
What?
anything?
Oh, manage store. I was looking for manage store because I didn't know where that was at.
Oh, okay.
I found it though.
Okay. And then just go in and go to supplies, and then copy your coupon number. I went over, I think it was $12. I went over this morning, but I think it was worth it. What all did I get? I got
Little pig.
Negan.
Let me in.
Enough. I got some boxes. I got some small boxes, and I got I like those 16 by 12 boxes.
Yeah.
And then I got some padded mailers. Because I think I have one more box of 100 of those, and then those will all be. Because I think I ordered two times in a row. I ordered 400 of the padded mailers, so I had quite a bit of a supply.
Ooh, they have new pretty tape.
Yeah, they do have new pretty tape. And then of course I ordered my tissue paper. So, and I don't really use a whole lot of boxes, but I do like to, when I have the boxes, I like to have um kind of assorted sizes and stuff that, I can fit whatever I'm shipping. Um, so
I see that they kind of changed their poly bags.
yeah,
They have eBay in small letters. And
right,
then it says shop like nobody else because you aren't anyone else.
right.
Hmm.
That's awesome, Anissa. She said my first sale of the year is going to be a local sale today if I can figure out how to reset my phone to factory settings.
Oh.
That should just be in settings,
Mm-hmm.
I would think. I don't like the new poly. Yeah, I have some poly bags, but I kind of got out of using the non-padded ones. I like the padded ones, and I use those for my clothes.
Oh,
I use those. I those are the only things I'll use. Um, I just like them. I like the way that they're made. I like they're not a cheap material or anything like that. So Shantae says, I miss what you were saying about them, but I went to order regular last night and I had to order a mix set. Huh. That's actually a really good idea, Anissa. Maybe I need to go in there and do that. Um, Anissa says, I'm lame. I'm ordering the stickers to put on the back and enclose my bread bags. See, I use my eBay tape for that. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
hmm.
I need to get another tape gun so I can put my priority mail
Yeah, me
tape
too.
on there. So Bob is getting a lovely swimsuit.
You go, Bob.
Bob.
I use the eBay
Bob.
tape for that too. Yeah. So I mean, you just definitely utilize what you got, and that seems to work for that. That eBay tape, I have to say it sticks really well, and it's almost like glue because like you stick it on something and it's going to be hard to get that stuff off.
Which one? The eBay tape?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty sticky.
yeah.
Kind of like a bad
So.
relationship.
Pretty
Yeah.
dang sticky.
But I still got a lot of clear tape too. So I've got tape. I'm good for tape for a while. She says that's all I use it for. I have tons of it from one order. Uh, and that was something Nikki actually gave me this idea. If you do have a used box that has, a different company's writing or whatever, you can cover up their logo or their address and all that stuff. You can cover that up with the eBay tape.
Hmm.
So I started doing that too, and that really did make a difference. So you can use it for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I haven't even ordered any. My mom split what she ordered from her coupon 7 rounds ago. Oh, I know. I need to get some of that bubble wrap too. But I think I'm going to order it from that Funny Farm or whatever it's called. Not Funny Farm. Wrong name. Um, Fresh Farm.
Mm.
I think it's what it's called. Like I don't know. It's like 750. I can't even remember what it is now. I know I had it written down somewhere. Someplace. But yeah, I think it's the Bubble Wrap Funny Farm. I think it's Fresh Farm LLC, I think is the name. So, and they had a pretty good deal on it. I think Texas Valerie got some.
Yep. But
So,
I need to order some.
but I really don't sell. That's the thing too, is I really don't sell a lot of the breakable stuff. I don't. It's pretty. I would say pretty limited. So it probably lasts a while. But I still need to order some. It was pretty reasonable too. I think it was like $27 for
Yeah.
4 rolls or something. So, but man, it got cold last night. Got really, really cold. Says it feels like 22 here. Negative 22.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm not doing well with that.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep the house warm. And Hank says, we spent yesterday evening setting off mortars and assorted fireworks. All the go boom makes the dogs so scared even though they're safe in the house. It was fun. Fresh Farm. I think it's Fresh Farm.
That's right.
Hey, has anybody seen Tempe?
Nope.
His birthday's today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nope. I haven't seen him on for quite some time.
Oh, yeah. I got the chilies. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my pipes from freezing. That's my main concern right now. Yeah.
What you been up to, Todd?
He's been
Trying to wake up.
he's been dancing, going to weddings, and freezing his rear off, and
Yeah, all
an
that.
outside wedding in 20-something degree weather.
Oh no.
There's an
Poor
age
baby.
limit to doing the twist. I'm almost there. My Maca didn't get up and Raina. Hey, sit in a chair because you're too old. It was fun watching the kids get down.
There you go.
And by kids, I mean anybody 50 and younger.
Good morning, Karen's at the beach. Good morning, John.
No, they did not have outside heaters.
Uh,
And it was fun watching the bridesmaids with their sleeveless dresses shivering. It's great.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
That's just too much. Too much. Actually, the end of the year is very popular for people to get married. I've kind of been, looking at different posts on Facebook and stuff, and there's actually quite a few people that get married at the end of the year.
Well, we have lots of teachers in our family, and so other than summer, the best time to get married is during the Christmas break between semesters.
Yeah,
When people
that's
have a
true.
little time to get together.
My coupon's for $50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't remember this crap.
Because it's every 3 months.
That's awful.
Uh,
Yeah, it was a
Man.
27-degree wedding.
that's too much.
I was married on the 27th of December, but we had enough sense to go inside the church.
Yeah, our parents was December 29th. So,
Mine was February 14th.
yep.
Valentine's.
That's a perfect day to get married, actually.
It was good.
So,
I mean, we had it inside of a garage, and well, their garage was it's hooked to like a man cave like bar type thing.
hmm
And so and there's karaoke and stuff in there along with a full size bar that you could just like sit at, you know. Like 10 people could sit at the bar.
wow.
And so we had a keg um and then everybody brought food. It just like had a big potluck, and there's like this there's a pool table in there, and they just had all the food on the you know, on the pool table, you know, with the cover on it or whatever, but all the
Right.
food was in there. And but we just had the wedding itself in the garage. And she decorated and stuff for us, so it was
Cool.
kind of cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
sassy. Sassy's going clearance shopping.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow.
I'm excited for you.
I hope that the cold weather keeps everybody away. And I'm like the only one out there. That's what I hope for. Will that happen? Probably not. But hey, a girl can dream.
Mm-hmm.
Hank said we're pretty rural out here, but we've got neighbors around us within a few miles. Sucks that people probably don't even think about the sound. No, they don't. They're just having fun. Good morning,
Morning,
oil.
old Phil Pickle.
Oh, oh, great mind think alike.
I didn't mean to step on your toes.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay, I spent 48 of it.
Good job. Good job. Dealers is 50% off clearance. I need underwear, wallet, exercise clothes. There you go. You should find some good deals then. Yeah, I need to do some shipping today. Some listing. And actually, with the not to say that I like having things that I'm finding in my inventory that's not listed, but it's actually a good way to get your listings, your quota for the day.
Mm-hmm.
If you do have a lot, because I usually go through the box and then list whatever I didn't find, that was listed. So
Right.
works pretty good.
Yeah.
But put some inventory away. I keep saying that, but it doesn't get done.
Yeah.
So story of my life.
I can't say anything.
That
My pile is out of control over there. And I mean, I have good reasoning for part of it because I store my all my jeans in padded flat rate mailers. And so whenever it, sells, then I just pack it up and, it's already good to go. All I have to do is print a label.
Right.
And I don't have enough padded mailers right now to do that with the jeans that I have.
Okay.
So, and I should have 2 more boxes coming somewhere.
So the key is with that is when you, and it might seem a little redundant, but when you get your boxes, or make another order.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So as soon as you get your boxes of your first class, the padded flat rate, not first class, padded flat rate mailers, then once you get that box, order another one, because that usually takes from on my when I figure it out, it usually takes about 10 to 12 days for me to get
Yeah.
a box, and I use those a lot. So
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Sharky Mom Dill says, Val, do you use the promoted listings? I do. When I'm doing a sale, like when I'm doing just the promotions and I do the markdown manager type of thing. I know it's not called that no more, but when I do those, I usually do 5%. When I'm not running a sale, I'm usually doing anywhere from 10 to 15%. Because I think that's the way that I look at it. It's kind of the same thing as doing a sale. So, but if I'm doing a sale, I'll only run like 5% on them. So I don't want to double up on it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do, and I like promoted listings. I think that's a good thing to. Only time I get sales is when I do promoted. Yeah. And if there's something on there that is a really good item that I think, could, sell for a good price, I'll go up on it. I'll do 15, sometimes even 20% on it
Yeah.
if it's a good item, just to get the promotion on it.
Yeah.
So the cold and rainy day in Florida. Oh, I bet it's freezing there. No, I think you guys are actually supposed to get cooler weather even down there too. I mean, even Todd, he's got 18 degrees.
Ugh.
That's pretty low for Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty low. So
What's low?
your temperature.
18. 18. That's cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
For us. I don't think it got down that low any last year. We were in the 20s a couple of times, but 18, brr.
Yeah.
I had
That's
to
why
plug in that. I got one of those rubber heat tapes wrapped around our outside pipe that comes into the house, and
Mm-hmm.
I plugged it in yesterday afternoon. I thought, boy, tonight's going to be the night. So
yeah. Well,
yeah,
hopefully it'll warm up here That's what the forecast is saying. It's supposed to get warmer, so 20s and 30s, and I will definitely appreciate that now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I just keep getting a chill, and this is.
Hank says supposed to be in the 20s to 30s. Hate they has to go to work around 2 or 3 a.m. tonight, tomorrow morning. We don't even own warm enough clothing for him to be out in the weather like that.
Well, time to go shopping.
Yeah. I mean, really just layering up. So if he's got, a couple of long sleeve shirts, and a couple of t-shirts, and if he's got like an undershirt he could wear with it,
Mm-hmm.
layering is sometimes better than just the big heavy jacket or whatever. So
Yeah. I don't know. Seems like I just freeze. I feel I should be used to this, and I'm not.
yeah, I don't think you ever get used to it, really.
I may not take down the outside Christmas lights today. I may wait till it warms up some.
Oh, sure.
I don't think anybody blame you, Todd.
Nope.
Maybe July.
Yep, maybe July. Maybe then it'll be warm enough.
The ones that go along the eaves, they're about worn out. They're on their like 8th or 9th year, and
Oh, wow.
there's spots that keep going out. So I may just yank them off the house and chuck them in the trash.
Yeah. That's right, Hank.
Yeah. Festive all year.
There you go. Sounds like a good plan. No, last night it was kind of funny because I was playing what can trip my breaker tonight, because I was trying to do pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my steamer going, and because I had the steamer going and I guess because I had the heater going in the bathroom, it tripped it. So I was in the middle of that. I mean, the electrical is so screwed up in this house. Yeah, I mean you can't run anything, even if it's on a different breaker. You still can't run certain things on if they're big powered items.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So yep, too cold for well, and just until recently we had fuses. So we had a few fuse box that would go out, and or different fuses, and that thing was so old. I had to like get the flashlight and look at to make sure that it was, because I couldn't tell which fuse had gone out just by
Mm-hmm.
looking at it. Oh, it was a mess. So we did get that updated, but yeah, it's still not good.
Right. It should be not so many not so many things put on a circuit or whatever.
Yeah. Like when the breaker goes out, it's usually the whole, like the computer stays on and the light above it stays on. Everything out else is off except the back porch, and the back porch is on. The light anyway.
Mm.
So I have to run back there and get it fixed. So, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was considering, getting that fixed, but I'm not gonna spend money. If I'm not gonna stay here, not gonna spend money to do that.
Yeah.
I'll just wing it and get through it, and then
Yeah, because that's not going to be a simple fix.
no,
That's
that's an
going to
elect.
be
That's
rewiring a lot of different stuff, and
yeah.
it's going to
So
be a big job.
yeah. So, but the one thing that I always get afraid of is if it does that too much. Sometimes what happens is there's some kind of reset on the heater, and so
Mm.
sometimes if the power goes off, the heater won't reset, so it won't come back on, and so then I'm left without a heater because I don't know where that reset button's at, and I'm not
Oh,
going in the crawl space.
yeah.
I'm not doing that. So,
Man.
but hopefully that'll all be over soon, and I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Why did it just charge me for my listings?
I don't know.
For my relist?
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
the new month you shouldn't be charged for nothing.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's weird.
pay your November
Yeah.
pay bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just asking. Don't want to be rude up in here, but up in the hood,
Since when?
up in the Monkey Cave Cavern.
Um, I actually did pretty good. I've been trying to use. Um, I know it sounds crazy, but I've been trying to use all of my 10,000 listings, and I actually got to 8,000 last night.
Nice.
So,
8,000.
mm-hmm.
That's very good.
So
What are you on 3-day listings now?
no, ha ha ha. No, no, just like relisting all of my stuff and everything. Oh my gosh, I barely walk. Um, so yeah, I thought that was pretty good. And
Bye,
got
oil
that.
fill picker.
Goodbye and good night.
Have a good day.
I got lots to do today. Have me some coffee though.
You guys were hollering America last night?
Mm.
Oh, no, that's what Hank says. They were hollering America.
I was gonna say I don't remember that.
I thought that's what she meant, was that she was doing it in the group. Oh,
We put it out real, just one tiny spot.
They only caught the grass on fire once.
There you go.
That's funny.
That's the funniest video of the dachshund running around with a Roman candle shooting at everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Brandon, one year Brandon was, we were over at my roommate's family's house, and they had a bunch of fireworks, but I guess the guy that was there, Tom and Brandon, didn't think they were good enough. They were like from the fireworks stand, and you know, they thought, oh, we can, you know, modify these to make them something better.
Mm-hmm.
And so they started modifying fireworks that they got at the stand. And let me tell you what, they almost set some houses on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Like they would go, you know, like California fireworks, they don't go up in the air. Like you can't buy any at the stand that go up in the air.
No.
These were going up in the air across the street, and like there was a few that like went in people's yards, and like, I mean, and this was like in a subdivision, you know, like neighborhood. It was you know, and then one went into a bush, and they had to run over there with water and put it out because it started a fire in the bush
Oh my gosh.
in somebody else's yard. But yeah, it was pretty dang scary. I mean, you could blow your damn hand off with that, you know.
Yep.
Sure.
They're nuts.
I know the first year I came up, I mean, I would have to say, besides Thanksgiving and Christmas, 4th of July was probably Mike's best favorite holiday, just because he could, you know, blow up shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he, you know, he was just so excited. We got here July 3rd and everything, and he was just so excited to do that and to show me how, you know, how they did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, are you guys sure? You know, there's going to be things that are catching fire, and oh, it'll be all right, you know. Famous last words or whatever. But they were like taking, I mean, I was so afraid I didn't light any, because I was just so, you know, so afraid of, you know, catching somebody on fire or catching myself on fire. And but they would have Roman candle fights and stuff like that. And I thought, oh my God, these people are crazy. What is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? But
Because it's
It
fun.
sounds fun, but I don't think I'd ever be involved in anything like that either.
and then like the next year, I totally jumped in and did it. I did like the Roman candle fights and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Blew stuff up, blew center blocks up and everything. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's crazy. I'm all good for like watching. I
Yeah.
like watching, but I don't want to participate. I'll sit over here with my fire extinguisher. You know.
Yep.
Wow, my balance jumped like way up. That was crazy. Anyways,
Are you okay, Nikki?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting a cold again.
Yeah. It's super freezing here, I know.
Yeah, I slept good, but as soon as my alarm went off and I pulled my arms out of the covers, I was like, oh my gosh. Even with the heater on, it was still, you know, it was still cold. Like, oh my gosh, I can't.
Coming out of its shell, it's like, nope, go back in. Put the arms back in.
I was up at 5.
But
So
when it's just below 0, it's hard for the heater to keep up.
right, right.
My furnace is pretty good at keeping up, but for some reason I'm just chilled.
Just oh, it's just too cold.
And charge me for those too. I don't understand this.
Okay, so every day when I look at my eBay, my coupon is there at the top. But now that I'm looking for it, it's not there.
Okay, it should be there.
It's like
I mean,
there every day I look, it's there. It says expired or redeemed, but it's always there. It says it. But now that I'm looking for it, it's not there. I don't remember what screen I always look at, then it's there.
Hmm.
But for some reason, it's not there, and I see it every day.
you see it every day.
I see it every day on one of my screens.
Oh,
One of my normal screens that I look at every single day. It's
oh,
always there. Now that I'm looking for it, it's not there, and I don't remember what screen it was on every day.
oh. So do you remember how to get there?
No, I don't remember what screen it was on.
Okay, so you just go to your seller hub and then go to manage store.
It's under selling tools.
Because usually it's like right at the top of one of my normal screens that I look at like all the time.
Huh.
But for some reason, it's not there today.
Um,
Oh,
first year I moved here, the gunshots freaked me out. I watch a lot of crime shows, and my thinking was if you're gonna shoot up a place when everybody was shooting, yep, perfect time cops won't show up. Yeah, that's true.
So I guess this girl at work, I guess she had kind of a interesting night the night before last. She said that some lady came in with a dog. She was like in her mid 30s,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Is there any way I can use your phone? I need somebody to come pick me up." And so like she called this lady and said, "I don't know where I'm at. Can somebody come get me?" And they're like, "We're 3 hours away." Like
Happy New
we don't.
Year.
They're like, "We don't know.
Oh, sweet hugs.
We don't know exactly where you're at and all this stuff." I guess she sat on the floor with her dog and stayed there for like 2 hours, and the cops showed up.
Oh.
And they took her outside and talked to her for like 30 minutes and then arrested her. And then they asked, Benzie if she'd watch the dog while, while the people were coming to pick her up, they could take the dog. And so they let the dog stay there. I guess it was a really pretty blue nose pit.
Huh.
And it was a good dog and stuff. It wasn't hurt nothing.
Yeah.
And so I guess because I asked the cops last night, I said, "So what happened with that lady? Did she get in an accident or something?" Because when they walked in to question her, they said, "Do you have any blood on you?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a weird question for them to ask her,
Right.
And so That's what I was thinking, was that she got in an accident.
Huh.
Because she was telling Benzie that she broke down on the freeway.
Oh.
Yeah. But so I asked the cops last night. I said, "So what? Is she getting an accident or something?" And they said, "Yep."
Oh. So a hit and
And so
run.
yeah,
That's not good.
no. So yeah, they arrested her.
Yeah.
And they I guess Benzie talked to the person that she was on the phone with,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Is she drunk?" And Benzie was like, "I don't know. I don't, she doesn't really act like she's drunk. She just acts like she's kind of like distressed, or stressed out,
Right.
but not really, I can't really tell if she's drunk or not." And they're like, "Oh, well, she does that a lot, and she's 3 hours away from home, so yeah." She didn't even know where she was. Like, that's crazy. She might be the next Eileen Wuornos.
Oh my gosh.
That happens to me in my death pile room. I can't find my way out sometimes.
No, there was a guy that actually he drove 30 miles in a snowstorm to our store. He didn't know where he was at, and so he came in, he got something to eat and drink, and I'm telling you, it was coming down like blizzard type snow.
Mm-hmm.
And he left again, and then he came back again, like minutes later, like he didn't know where he was going. And so I started asking him questions and stuff, and he had onset dementia.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, and he was like, he was in his, you could tell he was like in his 70s or 80s. And he had been living in his van for like the last 3 years. And because his house burnt down.
Mm.
And so and I was like, asking him if there was somebody I can call,
Right.
And so he gave me his phone, and I was like kind of just going through the numbers. There was only a couple of numbers in there. And so I got a hold of some lady that knew him, but he didn't have any family here. Or actually, he didn't have any family at all. All he had was this lady's number in his phone that was from like a church or something. And so they ended up putting him in a nursing home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was homeless. So, and the back of his van didn't look like a home. That would have been different, if he would have had a little bed back there or something. He didn't have anything like that. It was just all he had back there. And because I actually was off work for part of this. I was off work and just there for him, because Teresa was really worried if he set off driving again, that he'd end up in a ditch or something.
Right.
So she didn't want him really to drive anywhere. And so I actually ended up having to call the cops on him. Not that I wanted to do that, but I didn't really have any other option, because that one person in his phone wasn't picking up. And at that time anyways, and they were able to get a hold of her later. So they picked up his van and stuff, because they took him by ambulance to the hospital. And from there he went to the nursing home. So it's sad, especially when nobody has any, people don't have any family to, say in that situation, you know, they can come live with them, or, you know, or they'll make the decisions, you know. They
Yeah.
didn't really have anybody to do that for them.
Cold. And of course, I'm in the corner of the house. Apparently, this side of the house does not have any kind of insulation or very little insulation.
Oh, really?
So I could feel like drafts on my legs and my feet.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh my gosh. You can't do it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
not
not.
good. You throw your desk somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Hi, Todd. Why are you blinding me? You're on mute.
Yeah.
It's like, I know.
Okay, let me blind you again.
So yeah, we give the doggy her insulin twice a day. So to attract her in for her twice a day shot, we play laser.
Oh.
She loves chasing this dot.
Well, that's good.
So it's a trick.
Eh,
Come play laser. It won't hurt
Shoot.
very long.
Poor baby.
She really doesn't mind shots. She's a pug. She's got all that loose skin, you know, everywhere.
yeah,
She doesn't even really know she's getting a shot.
well, that's good.
She thinks she's getting petted or something.
Uh-huh.
Good.
So,
Yeah, I just had a vision miracle. Yeah, actually, my sight is back where it was. I mean, I could see the chat and everything. I can read that. So I think it's better than it was,
Mm-hmm.
but I can also read it with my regular lenses. So my vision changed back and forth for some reason.
That's diabetes for you.
Yeah.
it's a Festivus miracle, says Hank.
Your
Yeah.
your levels must be more under control now.
What?
Your levels must be more under control now.
Maybe. I wouldn't know because I never checked my sugar.
Sally. You don't tell people that. Jeez.
Especially your
We'll
big
be on you
sister.
like we'll be on you like stink on shit.
Yeah. Well, Valerie, how many meds are you supposed to be on right now?
None. I'm
Why?
cured.
Because you don't go to the doctor?
I'm cured.
Yeah.
Another Festivus miracle.
I know. I did everything I was supposed to do to get rid of it, and yeah, so I'm good.
You lied through your teeth.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Yeah.
I'm so being truthful.
Yeah, she's supposed to be on diabetes meds and
Oh, don't screw around.
blood pressure meds and all kinds of stuff, and she don't take nothing.
I do not have high blood pressure.
Don't screw around with that stuff, Valerie.
Never had high blood pressure.
Yeah, but you're diabetic.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Cholesterol.
Disclaimer. Do not listen to Valerie right now. Disclaimer.
Abort.
Take care of your diabetes, I'm telling you.
Laughter and cha-chings. That's all we need.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boys.
That's what Hank said.
I watched that shit eat my mother away and my sister away.
Yeah.
Take care of it, really.
I mean, what do you? I don't know. I have a problem with them telling me that I'm borderline diabetic, and that's what they said I am.
Yeah.
You're borderline. That's kind of like being half pregnant.
No, it means you're on the verge of it, and if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to get full-fledged diabetes.
No.
And it can go, and it can tip over to the other direction in any minute.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm only borderline.
No.
Depends what your numbers are. I mean, if your numbers are high, no, you're not. If they're a little elevated, you're probably borderline. But if you're going in there with like 300 blood sugars or something, yeah, you definitely.
Highway to the danger zone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Take care of that blood. I take a blood pressure pill every morning, one a day.
Good job, Todd.
Yeah.
You do what your doctor says, huh?
No. You know when I'm supposed to get a yearly checkup and see how my meds are doing,
Yeah.
and I haven't been in 4 years.
Nice.
But the pharmacy is getting tired of calling them and saying, "Hey, your prescription's out. We'll call the doctor this time." So they've done that like 32 months in a row now. This time we'll call the doc for you and get your meds free up.
This is not a health show. Do not listen to anything anybody is saying right now.
Nope.
Well, I hate going to the doctor. Just
I don't even have any damn blood. That's bad. I don't have any blood. Guess I can't take my sugar.
Only listen to us about eBay. Do not listen to us about health.
This sucks.
Yep. Hank says, how you have no blood, Sally? The vampires got you?
And I'm pushing as far as I can, and all I got is one little spot.
Here comes Tara to yell at you guys.
What the heck is this Todd Geritol minute? I hear him talking about his blood pressure medicine and stuff. Sponsored by Metamucil.
I thought Tara was going to come on and yell at Valerie for not taking care of diabetes.
No, you should. I mean, it ain't nothing to mess with, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I know, like my mom had it really bad, and I think as we get older, all of us, as we get in the second half of our life, you end up becoming borderline diabetic. I think it's very common.
Right.
That happens. I know it's something with the borderline diabetes because, like, I'm pudgy. So what happens, I think, is your body takes the sugar instead of burning it off like you did when you were younger. It stores it. It woodchucks it into your fat cells, and then that's when you start having problems too. You know, and that's where you, like this borderline diabetes and stuff.
And Valerie, this isn't really medical advice, but what happens is when they test you, your blood sugar's high. Just tell them, "Oh, I forgot to fast. I ate sugar cereal this morning."
Oh God!
Test you again for they won't test you again for 6 months to a year, and you'll walk on it.
Yeah.
You can check this, Doc.
I have diabetes in my family. But anyway, when I was pregnant, you know, like, and I forgot what month it is, where they make you drink the real sugary orange soda type thing.
Right.
nailed it the first time. Scared the crap out of me because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to take insulin or whatever. And I don't know what it is. I was wound up or whatever. But then when I went in for the more intensive testing, then I passed it. Thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That is one thing you just do not want to mess around with. High blood pressure is another one. Todd, get yourself taken care of.
Yeah, nothing like a stroke to ruin your day.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a heart attack.
Well, everybody have a nice New Year's.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, unlike you, we were here.
I was in bed. I went to bed. I drank some wine, and wine makes me really, really tired. And me and Jim watched a movie, and then I started falling asleep, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. And I went to bed like at, I don't know, 10:30, 20 to 11, something like that.
We were here.
Well, you guys are tougher than me.
Because it was your idea to have a New Year's show.
That was not my idea. Valerie said, I'm thinking maybe about doing a New Year's show. I'm like, oh, I'll drink. Just because I didn't show up to drink doesn't mean it was my idea.
Hank Kelly Cash said, imagine if Nikki lived closer to y'all. She'd be over there whooping them butts and counting your bills to make sure you're taking.
It's probably true.
Yeah. That's why I quit drinking soda. Was because I was scared of diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad, and my mom had it very bad. I mean, she was 62 years old when she passed away. She had it very bad. Lost both of her legs, was on dialysis. I mean, the whole bad gamut. Anywho, they made me quit drinking soda because of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
our mom had it too. You know, our mom had it. She was on insulin. She had, you know, crazy numbers, you know, when she would check her sugars. She felt great at, you know, when her sugars were at 200 and 300.
Wow.
She felt sick if her sugars were below 100.
Yeah.
She felt sick because that wasn't her norm, you know.
And they get like horribly sick when they feel like their sugar's too low. I mean, it's worse than if it was too high. I mean, they get nauseous sick.
Yeah. So, you know, we've seen that.
Yeah, and I think it does. I think it does run in families. You know, they're more get diabetes for whatever reason.
Sure.
My craziest memory of working at the hospital was I first started working there, and there was this lady that she kept having low blood sugar. And so they would have to go in there like every hour and check her sugar. And so she kept on dropping into the like 70s and 80s and passing out. And I went in there to check on her, and she was passed out, and I couldn't wake her up.
Yeah.
And so I called code. And they went in there and with that D250, it's a syringe that's like this big around, and it's like this long, and it's full of glucose. And so they pound that D250 in her, and she'd wake up like, what the hell's going on, you know? And she was straight up passed out because her sugar was so low.
Wow.
It was just crazy, like how she came up out of that, you know, with that glucose.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to have to like take the insulin shots or anything, so I try to like.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I used to like drink. I mean, I could drink like 8-10 cans of Coke a day. I mean, I pounded the soda, and I don't drink it at all anymore.
I don't either.
Very rarely do I drink a soda anymore. But I mean, because my mom, again, she pounded soda. I mean, she did eat like a lot of sweets too, which probably didn't help. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to drink anymore after this. Yeah, she had to give herself insulin shots like 3 times a day, and then one special nighttime insulin shot.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I get I get low blood sugar sometimes, and yeah, it's awful filling.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm just gonna like pass out or something, but I don't think it's probably that low. It's just lower than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Right now I'm at 200.
Oh, Michelle's here. Oh yeah, she is off to work today.
That's right.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
You guys are so chipper today. I just thought I gotta sleep in. I gotta sleep in.
How late were you guys up last night?
We were here till 12:30.
Oh, you guys are hardcore. Yeah, I was well asleep by then.
12:30, and I was up at 5.
I think I was in bed asleep by 11.
Mhm.
So I didn't make it either.
You party animals, you.
And then after I went to bed, but then I about 2 o'clock I started getting all the messages from California of Happy New Year, because they just had theirs at 12 or at 2. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Huh.
But it was good. I think we were on there for like 3.5 hours or something.
Well,
So
I watched a movie last night. I think it's called The Bodyguard, which The Hitman, which I think you'd like, Sally, because it's got Ryan Reynolds in it. But his character is a little bit kind of like the Deadpool character. Actually, it was a good movie.
It's called The Hitman.
Oh, The Hitman's Bodyguard, and it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it, and then Ryan. It actually was pretty good.
I'll have to look for that. The Hitman
Oh,
Bar.
what is it called again?
The Hitman's Bodyguard.
And it was on Xbox.
It was on Showbox. That's where Jim got it off of.
Oh.
Do you do the Showbox, Sally?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
All right. Well, you should. It's for free. So no commitment to it.
Is it SHOW?
Yeah.
Okay. Look it up.
I got my Fire Stick working.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So it's
Good.
up and running now. That's good.
So did you have everything on there?
Yeah, I mean, you can't, like I was telling you, was it yesterday? You can't download. There's a lot of feedback. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
When will I see you again?
Only brought by Michelle.
Okay. So,
Sorry, I forgot.
what is it? What'd you ask me, Sally?
About Showbox.
No, or did you?
Or the Fire Stick?
Oh, maybe the Fire Stick.
So
Yeah.
basically, okay, so with my TV, it's not an Android TV, so the Kodi had to be downloaded to the Fire Stick directly. And I didn't do that. My son-in-law did that for me. So basically all I had to do was go through and check the input to see which I don't know which channel it was on, basically, and then it came up. And
Interesting.
you can watch anything. I started watching. The only bad thing about it is because it's streaming, sometimes you don't get the best how would you say it? The best views on things, because sometimes they're cheap movies, like where somebody just goes in and records it from in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And so there's issues like that, but for the most part I think it does pretty well. I started watching Jumanji,
Oh.
but I fell asleep. I was watching it, and I don't know, next thing I knew I woke up and the TV was off, and yeah, I don't know what happened after that, but
The new Jumanji?
yeah.
Oh yeah, was it pretty good? It looked good.
Must not have been too good if she fell asleep.
No, I was tired though. It doesn't really matter if it's good or bad. I mean, I was just tired and I just knocked out.
I already asked him.
Huh?
I already asked him.
Naked
Okay.
man. But it's pretty cool. I started watching the Game of Thrones. I like to be able to watch things on my TV rather than my phone. So that has helped out a lot.
I tried watching Game of Thrones. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Like 5 episodes, and they just didn't catch me for whatever reason.
Yeah. I think you really have to, on that one, I think it's more, I think you have to binge watch it, really, to really get it. Or, I don't know. So. But, and then my Alexa, I don't know how I get her trained to know more, but she's dumb. I mean, she just don't know nothing.
I need to train her to know more.
Maybe you need to change your hair color.
Something. I tell you what, I don't know if I need to plug it in to an external source that she can pull information from, because she just she don't know a lot. I thought she had a lot of. Huh?
She hooked up to is she hooked up to the internet like your computer?
No.
Oh.
Maybe she should be.
Maybe she needs access to Google to answer your question.
Yeah. She needs input, exactly.
You need to uninstall Alexa and install Winston. See, he's a guy, so he can mansplain stuff to you.
There you go.
He'll get all sorts of manipulation.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Of course, after he answers your question, though, he's going to go on and on over explaining.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is I'm not going to believe him anyway. So what's the use? And the whole, it's a guy, so I'm not going to take his word for it. Mike always used to say he'd say, "Why don't you ever believe me?" And I'm like, "I believe you. I just need to know for myself. I need to find out for myself." He's like, "But I'm telling you everything you need." I don't know. I just don't.
Well,
I don't
like with Jim, the problem is I'll ask him something and all I need is a simple answer. I don't need the 20-minute version
Translation.
of it where I'm like, "Oh my God, can you just shut up about it now?" You're just droning on and on about it. I can't get it off. I know.
That's what guys do.
Poor Jim.
Poor Jim. I feel sorry for him too.
Yeah, well, you don't live with him where I'll ask him a simple question. I'll be be thinking about something else, and I'll just randomly
I
call
have no
you.
clue what you guys were talking about. I just got on and I heard Todd say for Jim, and I thought I would be on Jim's
And then
side
she's
for a
like,
minute.
but you don't live with him.
Right? Poor Tara. Poor Tara.
In accounting and audit, they call that trust but verify.
Okay,
There you
whatever. Question is when I'm not paying attention, I'll be like, "Wait, what?" And you're like, "Oh my god, you're even paying attention to what I'm saying."
Yeah, it'll be something like on a car. She's going like a long distance. I'll say, well, you do need to, this vehicle has this quirk. You need to check this one thing, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, okay, you're going to check that, right? Check what? I'm like, oh my God. She's not listening to me at all. She has zero chance of completing this mission.
It's like Mission Impossible. I can never remember the whole message.
It's like the way he's got the TV set up. Okay, he's got like this complicated way that you have to change the channels and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, you just do it. And he gets all mad because I refuse to learn how to do it, but I just won't do it.
Right.
I go, if you die, I'll never be able to watch TV. The way you have it set up right now, I won't be able to watch any TV.
Okay, just so everybody knows, so this it's an HDMI splitter. You know, our HDMI cables come in from different sources, different things that are hooked to TV. You just have to push a button multiple times to get to the thing that you want, and she just will refuse to push the button. It's not like a 10-digit password. It's just the one button.
And I gotta reach way because we blew up our other TV. He's trying to fix it, so he's got this stupid thing in here for our TV. I gotta reach way around the back to try to turn it on. I don't have a remote. I don't know how to make the direct TV work on it or nothing.
It's a 44-inch plasma TV. Okay,
I can't reach. Okay. I'm short.
It's not like I got a yeah, but it's a 44-inch.
Hank's worried about sinkholes.
What'd you say, Nikki?
What?
Hank is worried about sinkholes.
Oh.
New ones or old ones?
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah.
Well.
Eric said his wife needs him to show her how the vacuum works.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he went there.
Oh.
Grandma Magic Classic says the war did start the TV battle.
I know. I refuse to push the button. And he'll be like trying to over-explain it to me. I'm like, I'll never do it. I'm like, that's why I had.
There's even a bright red LED light next to the button so you can find it even in the dark.
There's things that I can't ever do on my remote either. Like it's the it's basically the one where it switches from HDMI to HDMI, or no, what is it? Yeah, it's like the two regular channels, and then it goes to video, and it's a video button, I guess.
Yeah, but you got the remote. I got to do this all like standing, trying to find the buttons.
Right.
Yeah, I had a button. Okay, we switch it to PlayStation or whatever the other things are.
Right.
When
I can never find it.
There used to be a knob on the front of the TV when I grew up.
Yeah,
you actually had to get up off your dead ass, walk up to the, make it go click, click, click.
But it was simple because it was just numbers on a dial. It wasn't some crazy button system that you got on the.
You had to turn the ring on the outside of the turning knob that was a fine.
Oh my gosh!
You guys got a request from Tara. Eric said you guys need a reality show. He would binge watch it.
Nobody wants
to see that reality.
Oh know.
That's funny.
But I'm kind of the same way, like, especially with the TV. I am so afraid that I'm going to mess something up on it that you know, and of course, I'm the only one that uses it. So, um, like yesterday, it would have been a really simple thing for me to find, the Cody on there, but I didn't like go, looking and start pushing buttons and everything because I'm afraid I'm going to mess something up.
Yeah.
So I just leave it alone and let somebody tell me, do this, then do this, and then I'm good. And then I know how to do it. So.
Hank Allen Cash said, haha, GMC, these Jimisms got me cracking up so bad.
You know, like you go to somebody's house and electronics are really simple. They just turn them on and they just work. Or they have a remote and they just work. It's never that easy. It's always this convoluted, cockeyed way that everything works. And I just refuse to participate.
Right. I feel
We
you.
have 4 remotes, so one of them is always missing.
Yeah, our remotes.
I got a fix for that, Todd.
God.
You know those Corel coffee pots you can't sell because the pot will fall off the band or whatever and shatter?
Oh, yeah,
Take one of those Corel coffee pots that you're stuck with, and you tape the remote to the handle of the Corel coffee pot. It would drive Tar crazy. We had this huge
Yeah, we have
coffee
this
pot.
huge coffee pot. One of these Corel coffee pots with the remote.
Because, I mean, I would leave the room for 5 minutes. I'd come back. Where's the remote? Everybody's got blank look. The thing's gone, and it'll take 2 months before we find it again. I'm like, this has got to end.
It's like it falls into a black hole or something.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, we had a shop teacher. He put the bathroom or his bathroom pass because he had to have a pass to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
This teacher's bathroom pass was an intake manifold off a 350 Chevy.
I remember those big teacher or hall passes.
That's what gave me the idea for the remote.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
We had a teacher that had a...
Never mind the topic. Tell us what kind. We might have one for you.
We had a teacher who had a bathroom pass that was a toilet seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh.
So the kids
Oh
would
my
have to
gosh.
carry that down the hallway.
Oh wow.
And it got to be kind of a badge of honor that, hey, I got the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
That's crazy.
What was yours, Todd and Obel?
shoot. The band hall was always separate from all the other classrooms, so we had our own restroom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids knew that I locked it from the time class started until it ended. They got PO'd at me, but you know, when you're 8th chair clarinet, you got to step over 7 others to get out of the row to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
What if you had diarrhea or something?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would make exceptions.
What if you had like a horrible stomachache with a diarrhea? I mean, you wouldn't want somebody to poop their pants in your band hall.
This is Texas.
Yeah.
Stuff different. It's Kentucky.
They don't mess around in Texas.
You said you'd always lock it or you'd always unlock it?
Oh, I would unlock it when they said they needed to go, but I kept it locked. They had to ask, and I was like, don't stop my rehearsal to ask me to go pee-pee. Go before you come in the door. It was always unlocked before class. And, I don't know. Just take care of your business on somebody else's time besides,
My
you know,
God.
because in band class there may be 75 kids sitting there, and you're gonna disturb all 75 because you got a pee-pee? No.
Right, right.
I think Kelly Cat says poop talk check. I wouldn't poop at school.
You pooped at school, Nikki?
No, she said she.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, maybe you saved it up on the one at school.
My uncle told me when I was a kid, he says, Jimmy, when you get a job, you go on the clock. He says, if you got to go when you wake up in the morning, you hold it. You wait till you get to work. He goes, don't ever waste time going to the bathroom on your own dime. Make sure you do it on the clock. Usually
That's what my husband does.
Yeah, there's a little saying. It says, I make a nickel, they make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my gosh, I have never heard that before.
Yeah, I think I've
Really?
heard your Sally or Jim say it before.
Go
Yeah.
on the clock.
Wow.
He was
My
serious.
husband
Though.
goes
He wasn't
upstairs to poop.
first rule.
Crazy.
I don't know why, but like I always have to go when I'm at work. I can't go here. It takes I can't go here.
Hey, everybody's got to go. You're getting paid for it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, get in there quick though before all the
Mhm.
drunks get in there and mess it up.
Oh no, we have our own bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't have to worry about that.
I was at Dollar General yesterday, not yesterday, a couple days ago, like over the weekend, and this girl comes in. She goes, "Can I have the key for the bathroom?" So they give her the key for the bathroom. Now I shop, so I was in there for like 15, maybe 20 minutes because there was like a long line at checkout, and she gave the key back when I got done checking out. I'm like, and leaves, doesn't buy anything. I'm like, oh man, you poor girls, because you know that bathroom's wrecked. You know,
Oh yeah.
she's in there for like 20 minutes. It doesn't buy anything in the whole store. I
Yeah.
mean, that bathroom is wrecked.
Well, I just had to poop.
Well,
Oh,
I have to clean
that's
that bathroom, so I know it's clean. That's why I
Yeah.
don't mind
So-
going in there.
One of those Elvis.
Yeah.
You know, the kind where he takes something to read for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I couldn't do that. I could not drive in off the street like that and then just go to this restroom and sit in there for 20 minutes and then leave the store and not buy anything. I mean, I just couldn't do it because I'd be like too ashamed because everybody knew what I just did in that bathroom.
Oh, I could so do it.
Especially when you got
Have.
it isn't like it's Walmart where you can go in there incognito, you know.
Hank said mine would crap his drawers before going in public place. I swear it. He'll be
Yeah.
like, "We've got to go. We've got to leave now." I'm like, "No, I still have stuff to look at in the store." He goes, "It's code red," and I just roll my eyes and tell him to squeeze them buns of steel like a steel trap. Like it just sneaks up on him, and I'm like, "How are you not aware of this before we left the house?" Maybe just a tactic to leave the store. Sometimes it just sneaks up on you. Sometimes you don't
Yep.
realize you gotta go.
Gotta go, gotta
Okay.
go.
I gotta go let Lug Nut in.
Better out than in.
I like a conspiracy theory. Yeah, you're just up to something. I don't-
Oh. That's right. Better out than in unless it's on my truck seats. I have to sit in the back of the truck.
God, that happened to Jim once.
Ugh.
Remember that old guy that was sitting in your car? It was when he was showing real estate. This is actually a pretty good story.
He's dropping off. Well, it wasn't had nothing to do with real estate though. He's dropping off these people I caretake for. He's dropping off their Suburban. They had to change the speedometer in it because the speedometer got stolen. long story. But I said, bring back the Suburban, and he's going to. How the heck were we going to do it? Oh, I was going to drop him off. He wanted to take 2 cars. The drop off. How did we do it? But I made him ride. What he wanted to do was ride in my Oldsmobile, which had a velour interior. And I had noticed while I was in the office talking to me, he turned around. Now he had a stroke years earlier and had recovered from it, but not 100%.
Right.
So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but whatever. I mean, it's not. I'm not. It happened.
We're not making fun of
him. Not making fun of him, but it's an event. It was an actual stain on the back of his pants. It was not there when he came in. Okay, so I'm thinking about my velour interior on my Oldsmobile. I'm like, you are not sitting in my car. I'm like, okay, why don't you sit in the Suburban? Because that's got a leather interior. I can whatever you call it, hazmat that. Or velour. I mean, you can't fix that. So
right.
You gotta ride with me in the Suburban in the leather interior. He's like, no, we'll take your car. We'll take yours. No, that's not happening.
That's not an option.
And I wouldn't tell him why. And he's up there listening to us right now because he's passed out. God bless him. Anyway, we'll get through it.
You want some rice?
That's too funny.
I'm back.
Glad you're back. How's everybody's sales over the holiday?
Okay.
We got a Risk game that's doing really good.
Yeah, it's like $112. It ends today.
Oh wow!
And it's not a metal can either. I mean, it's in a cardboard, but it's that foil. It's it's foil wrapped cardboard. It's cardboard or whatever. Yeah, and Taryn was like, oh yeah, that's that 40th anniversary that does really well. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Goodwill for like $4.99, and it's at $112.50 right now.
Nice.
If you run across it, it's the 40th anniversary, and the little soldiers are made out of metal. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And I was just
we hung up the show last night and I had a $50 sale. I was like, sweet.
Oh, awesome.
Very cool.
Grandma Magic Classic says 6 sales. 6 sales yesterday? Dang. Oh. I think I had 2 yesterday, but I think I'm kind of ramping down a little bit. So time to pick it back up. Get some good work done today. And
I've been selling a lot of what I call stupid stuff. Just like stupid, cheaper stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Nice thrift, Daddy. You just sold a Tiffany Sterling bracelet for $130.
Very good.
Oh.
So I have a question. I don't know if you guys can see it, but can you tell me what car that is?
No, Todd would probably know.
Oh, wait. Let me click on your thing. Ooh.
He said he's freezing his tail off.
Is that looks like a Bel Air.
It's a postcard.
Oh, cool! It's in California, in the Redwood Forest.
Yeah.
Mike, I bet I got you beat. I have 16 below here.
This is hard to hold still.
Oh, no, you're hurting my old man eyes.
Sorry. I'm trying to get it clear.
Cranler Tree, Underwood Park.
Chandelier.
Chandelier Tree.
Sorry.
Underwood Park.
Oldsmobile, maybe?
That was my guess too, Todd, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'll go with that.
I'm just looking at the little dots on the front of the grill, and there's the same amount of dots as the word Oldsmobile.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Todd should go on Wheel of Fortune.
There you go. And it's yellow and red. It's almost like a New Mexico license plate. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I would start attacking my postcards.
There you go.
Yeah. It's not what I want to list, but
Oh,
it's
yeah, look at this. I wonder
available.
on the 16th of December and whose report.
I think it's because they cross-reference what they found yours on the other sites.
They're not showing it there though.
Maria said, look up O's on Pinterest.
Yes.
This is 70. June 11th. June 11th is when it got listed. Let's look at this sharp.
So January 11th is when it expires.
There's not a date on the card. Darn it.
Hmm.
But Oldsmobile sounds great.
Yeah, but for July, okay, so July, August, you don't count July because you're comparing July.
Yeah, but this is June.
July. You think July?
It's June 11th. All right.
Huh. Interesting. Holiday coupe, maybe? That's what Hank says.
A holiday
I'm
coupe.
gonna go outside and check that horse quick.
That's what Hank said.
Having a big fight. Well, hi, Randy.
3 $8, why not?
I'm gonna make her go out while I check that horse, because otherwise she'll be in here whining. Her arthritis must be blocked.
My New Year's resolution is to eat less salt. Eat less salt.
Is what?
Eat less salt.
Eat less salt.
Yeah.
That's a good resolution. And very, I would say, easily attainable.
Not adding salt to my food, I should say. I mean, not much you can do about the salt in food, but not adding salt.
Right.
And I'm going to go to the doctor.
Yeah, you got to do your little yearly appointment, right?
Yeah. I get 3 free, so might as well.
Yep, that's true.
I don't see any of the ones in this time, what I presume is this time frame, with the double lights, forward lights.
I'm going to see how many things my doctor will cover in one appointment. I'm going to have a whole list for them. Hey, Doc, I only get 3 free a year, so.
Right, we're going to get all this done in one fell swoop.
No more ramen
Ready?
noodles. I've quit eating ramen noodles for a long time. It's only going to be a special.
I like the saying. It says, not only did I fall off the diet wagon, I dragged it into the woods, set it on fire, and use the insurance money to buy Twinkies. Love it. I love it. I love it. That's my kind of thinking there.
Oh, the lady that hit the truck told me she'll pay me $50 today and $50 on the 13th. So,
Nice.
yeah. She says, do you mind if I split it up? I said, I don't care as long as you pay it.
Yeah. Very good.
Because I told her she could wait till after the holidays, you know.
Right.
She goes, oh, that was so helpful. I said, well, I know how it is.
Maybe she, appreciated your kindness and,
Yeah. She should. I could have called the cops and got her really in trouble.
I know.
It would cost her a hell of a lot more than $100 for no insurance.
Yeah.
My dad says you should put a lien on her car. Her car ain't even worth $100 though.
Aw.
Moral of the story is drive without insurance.
Well, I think I've identified the car. I think it's an Oldsmobile 88.
An 88?
Yeah.
Older than 88, I would think.
No, not the year, the model.
Oh, I'm lying. Wait a minute. I was around in 88 and I don't remember those cars. My mom's dad was he owned a car lot and she got to drive all the demos, so everybody wanted to race her, you know. Boy, she could sell you any car back then. Boy, she could move her cars.
Thanks from the peanut gallery, or thanks to the peanut gallery.
Yeah. Hey, do military ammo cans sell good?
Yes.
Some do, some don't.
I've heard very good things about those.
Well, Moody loves her. Moody the pony.
I've never had much luck with ammo cans.
They were running when I went out there, but her and Moody are way out in the north field, and the other ones are running around like a bunch of. And she's pretty tough.
Boy, Lug don't even want to stay outside any longer than a half hour.
Yeah, it's bad out there this morning. This sucks. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old for this. My knee hurts. My ankle hurts. Oh,
Yep. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, we're just now starting January, so what the hell? I mean, we've got that few weeks in January we're supposed to have below zero too.
it's supposed to warm up, but now they pushed it out for like 7 days. I mean, because you should get a January thaw here at the middle to end of January. You get that January thaw.
Yeah.
Stupid Canada and your cold weather.
Yeah, I think. I mean, for us, I think it's supposed to be in the 30s next week.
Yeah, see,
which is which will be great.
It warms up next week Sunday to a balmy 18.
Mm.
At least it's above zero.
And I think I was telling, who was I telling? I'm hoping tomorrow. I don't want it to be too cold, but I want it to be cold enough where it'll keep the crowds away from the bag sale.
Do you have a lot of resellers at your thrift stores? Are there a lot?
I think so. I think there's quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's hard to freeze them out, you know.
The problem with old people, they can dress for cold, so that's tough. But heat, they can't dress for heat. You know what I mean? So if it's like over 100 degrees, that's when you really cash out. Because those old people just can't take it.
At an auction, but the air can, in a building. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's like bag sales here. I mean, it's just we got a lot of resellers here too.
Yeah.
They're gonna go. My opinion.
Yeah, and see, the thing is so everybody lines up outside the door, you know, and they open at 8:30. So, you know, by the time it's and everybody usually will wait outside in their cars, and then, you know, start you know, going up to stand in line. So I just gotta. And last time I was early. I was the first one there, but and there's like double doors, and there's people that, like, you know, definitely make beelines for certain areas. So
yeah,
it'll be fine. Maybe there won't be as many people there. Maybe they'll say the heck with this.
They might.
All I can do is hope.
Hank says, how do y'all survive? Do you have to sing the Gloria Gaynor song every day in the winter? Those temperatures?
Yeah. Well, you dress for it, but I don't want to stay here. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
The older I get, you know, when I was young, it was like, okay, it's 10 below. Who cares? I'll just put on more clothes. I can handle this. The older I get, the more it's like I don't like it as much.
We don't know snowmobiling and crap like this.
It's like when you live in the South and it's like, you know, 110 outside. What do you do? Well, you stay inside, you know. That's what people do up here. Now, unfortunately, because I got horses and stuff, I got to go outside a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like Nikki, she's not out there crawling around in her barn today or something like that, you know.
No.
You're going to stay in the house.
Maybe they ain't over yet.
I used to be, but I got rid of my animals for that reason. Every time I think about getting more animals, I'm like, now, do you want to be out here screwing around with waterers and shit in the middle of the below-zero weather? Nope. I don't get more animals.
Tara Cairns at the beach says, where would you like to move?
I want to move to Kentucky. Like down towards south central Kentucky, north central Tennessee, sort of down there in that area.
Uh-huh.
Totally see you living in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful there, Nikki. It's really nice there. It's not like it's a bunch of hillbillies.
Oh, it's like they have shorter winters.
Yeah. Yeah. The area is kind of like, it's kind of like central Wisconsin. It's a very agricultural kind of area, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, I like that. That's kind of what I was raised around, is in the country, you know.
There's a lot of money in Kentucky and horses too.
Yeah. Now I think every horse person eventually wants to move there.
I think if you move to Kentucky, there's a rule you have to punch out a couple of your front teeth and then put some moonshine equipment in your front yard. And
Boy. No offense to anybody from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Brain cells before I can move there. I have relatives in Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had
relatives by marriage, but yeah.
I said to a couple of my friends, yeah, I think I'm going to move out of here. I'll move to Kentucky. And God damn it, they moved down there and I'm still stuck here.
Aw.
Anyway.
Well, hopefully this summer you'll be able to.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, you guys aren't aggressively trying to sell it, though, are you?
Well, it's for sale.
Oh.
Well, I took over a lot of advertising of it myself. Right now, I will say this because Jim was a real estate agent for like 25 years. He hasn't done real estate in a long time, but this is like not right now. I wish Jim was still a real estate agent to sell my own piece of property.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
we don't have a lot of really great real estate agents in our area, and sometimes I get irritated. But it is what it is. I just start advertising it myself. So honestly, I had 2 pieces of property for sale here about 12 miles away from me that I sold. They were listed with a real estate agent, but I sold them. I sold them myself. He still got a commission, but I'm the one who put the buyer together. And I told the buyer, just go in there and write an offer on it. You know what I mean? I actually sold them myself.
Right.
Probably what I'm going to end up having to do here too.
Start advertising down in the bigger cities. Down in the Twin Cities and Milwaukee and stuff.
The thing with this build, the one I got for sale right now, is a 13,000 square foot clear span metal building. It's going to go to somebody that's going to do some kind of business. Like in the area I live is like boat storage is a huge business here because we live like it's 5 minutes from the chain of lakes here. And this is what people do up here. They vacation and they boat and they store these boats and stuff. That's what it's going to end up probably becoming. And I just got to get it where those kind of people that do that stuff know about it more. I got a guy that wants it, but he's a cheap ass, so he just don't want to pay for it.
Is that an angle that you can just really hit though, and just say buyer needs to sell boat storage, blah blah blah, and just sort of try to put it on a fire sale and just move it?
No, I need to get a certain amount of money for it. I mean, because I have to replace it when I move. You know, so I'm going to put my throat on it. I mean, it's priced decent right now, and it's not out of line. You just get, but you have that when you sell real estate. You'll have people that think, well, I'll just, you know, it's priced at $160,000. I'll offer them $100,000 for it. There's never really ever $60,000 worth of negotiating room on a piece of real estate, unless maybe it's a big foreclosure or something like that. So, I mean, because I got to move. I'm not going to go down there and then say, oh, no, oh, great, now I have no money to buy what I want to buy.
No, right. No, that makes sense.
I mean. The thing with cash flow for boat storage, me and Jim figured it out without bunks. What did we figure it out? It would cash flow like around like $12,000 or $13,000 a year in boat storage without putting the boat bunks in. Which I told the real estate agent, if it can't sell, because I know there's marinas looking at it and they don't want it to somebody else to get boat storage in it. I said that's what I'll end up doing with it. Then I'll make it into boat storage myself, and so it's gonna be it either way. So it'll work out or it won't work out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody want to buy it as like a hobby place to store their toys, you know, financially, that would be a lot of cash to dump. But if you're actually going to use it for what it should be used for storage, yeah, it'll easily make its money back. So we just got to find that person.
Why don't you keep it and make it boat storage, sell the property that you're on, and then move to the Kentucky and
because the bulk of the value of my real estate is that piece of property I got for sale. Because I was on 40 acres here. I sold 6 of it off. Now I have another 6 acres with these 2 buildings for sale. I want to sell. I'll move out of here. I'll sell the house separate. Then I'll have some more vacant land. I'm taking a piece of property and dividing it up. So it's not like it's a piece of property far away. the house and the vacant land doesn't have enough value where I could go to Kentucky, buy another one outright, not have a mortgage. And that's what my goal is.
Right.
I'm 44, Jim's 52. I want to sell this property off, buy another piece, and not have any more payments anymore. I don't want to have a mortgage anymore. And we could do this, so that's also part of our goal too.
Yeah. True.
Because, we're like getting older. I don't want to be 70 some years old worried about paying a mortgage every month.
Oh, exactly.
I don't have much of a mortgage. I only got about $50,000 mortgage on this from when we built the building, but I don't want to have a mortgage anymore. So that's part of my goal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Crazy Card said, I was 17 yesterday, and this ding dong showed up at the auction in shorts and tennis shoes. Up until a couple of years ago, I used to be that ding dong. I wore shorts every day in the winter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Now, a couple of years ago, I started getting cold all the time, and now I'm cold all the time. I don't know why, but something like switched in my body. But yeah, up until a couple of years ago, I used to wear shorts all winter long.
No, I can't do it.
I'd wear a jacket, but I'd wear shorts.
I gotta wear like long underwear because even just having jeans on, I mean, my legs are just burning.
Yeah, my legs don't really get cold. My upper body gets cold, but my legs don't get cold.
My legs get cold. Everything gets cold.
I had to put shingles on a roof in Orlando after one of the hurricanes in August.
Oh boy.
Up on that roof, when it got past like 11 o'clock in the day, it got hot to where when you tried to walk, you were staggering on your feet. I mean, because you were so hot. That's too hot. But anything short of that, I love it. So for cold, I really bundle up. I do not like the cold. I like the heat.
No, not me. I don't.
That 90 to 100 temperature range is perfect.
Yeah, he loves Florida. If I'd let him, he'd move to Florida.
Yes. Don't forget to give a thumbs up.
It gets a lot over 100, then it's not. Then I don't like it that much.
Yeah, if it gets over 74 here, I've got the air conditioning on.
Oh my god, we didn't even put in our AC.
Yeah, it wasn't warm enough last summer. We never even put the air conditioners in the window. We have window air conditioners.
We had a couple hot. We just ran a fan, so it was good enough. Yeah.
We'll go to we usually go to Florida like in August, and we'll walk around the theme parks and stuff. I mean, and there was one day we were like last time we were there at Hollywood Studios, it was like, wow, because they'd have this Star Wars thing and they're like Central Plaza fans, like, wow, it's hot enough to fry an egg out here. But any other day, I mean, it was like, you get used to it. It wasn't that big a deal.
I went to Texas in June and end of June. Yeah, that was terrible. Hot for me.
But you know where's hot? It was Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh yeah, when we picked up that truck in Mississippi, it was hot there.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It was hot.
It was really muggy there too.
Isn't she just out?
Yes, she just came back in with me.
I was gonna say Mississippi. There's a lot of humidity there, isn't there?
Yeah, it was pretty humid that day. We picked up the truck and then we went over to Vicksburg to go see the Civil War Park, and it was really, there was these people riding bikes because you can drive through the park in a vehicle or walk or whatever. They're riding their bicycles, and this guy's like riding up this small hill. I mean, he looks like he's in a shower. I mean, the sweat's just beaded down his face.
I should get my mouth shut.
Jim looks out the window and goes, "Woo, bad day to ride a bike, hey?" And the guy just glared at him like,
Thanks, Miss Dumplings.
Actually, that thing was really cool. I told Jim I'd like to go back there. We kind of did it in a hurry because we wanted to head to Florida. But I'd like to go back there and go do that Vicksburg and just take a little time and like spend the day there. Actually, that Civil War Park was really cool. Hey, he's on the road. He's going right across the road.
Snoopy! Oh, God. Mabel's house.
They go stay out.
Ready.
Fix those dogs.
Get in here. Come on, Mabel.
We all saw it.
Get in.
I'm ashamed.
Hank Allen Cash said, y'all ever been to a Lucy reenactment down there?
No. Where that is that in Florida?
Well, she said down here,
Okay.
so it must be.
Yeah, no. We usually go to Florida. We go straight through, and his parents live in Kissimmee, and then we go to like the theme parks for the 4 or 5 days. We hit it hard at that, and then come home. Sometimes we go to Gatorland, the flea market, and like Disney or something.
Yeah, the Lucy Festival. Well,
I'll tell you what I've always wanted to do. They have it down in Kissimmee. Is they have this huge in Florida, the Winter Tractor Show. And somebody told me they went to it. You got to like rent a golf cart to see it all because it's like set up on like I don't know 60 acres or something. I mean, there's like a few thousand restored tractors and like sugar mills and all the stuff set up in that. I kind of want to go to that. It's like in end of January or February. Last time we went to Florida, I wasn't going to go to Florida. I bought a truck in Mississippi, and Jim's like, well, if you're in Mississippi, you got to go to Florida. I'm like, why? He's like, well, because you're so close. Now, a funny thing, when you're Mississippi to Florida, like Jackson, Mississippi to Orlando, it's like 850 miles. He forced me to go to Florida because we were too close to Florida not to go.
It was a waste of money. You didn't go.
It was a waste of money if we didn't go. Okay, I'll remember that one.
Tara kept on telling our son, don't get your hopes up. So, like, every day I'd say, hey, Brandon, where are our hopes going? And both of us would point up in the air. We go, up, up, up.
Yeah, he gets Brandon all jacked up, so I can't say no.
She didn't have a chance.
Yeah, because I wanted to go to something in Louisville, and I missed it because I had to go to Florida with you.
Yeah, so we had to go to Disney one extra day. Crimea River. We got him in Disney so long that we go to we decided
We were at Epcot.
We're at Epcot and we're like, yeah, let's go back. Let's go to the Magic Kingdom.
Finish it up at the Magic Kingdom.
So we look over at Brandon and go, come on, Brandon, we're going to the Magic Kingdom. He turns around, he stomps his feet, goes, and he just like drop. You know how they drop their butt down and they get their elbows out and they do like that chicken, like, ah. Yeah, all these people around us turned around and looked. I mean, this kid's reaction going to the Magic Kingdom was, ugh.
Yeah, he's like, oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
We want to go. I want to go home and swim in Grandma's pool. We were already there. We're like, no, because you have to be there when the gates open, and you're there yet when the gates close. So
we got to get our money's worth.
Yeah. What time do the gates open?
I think it's
8:30 or 9.
Yeah, 8:30.
And what time do they close? 12 or?
Yeah. Some days it's like. I think it was like 11 or midnight.
But by the time the gates close and by the time you get across, like on the ferry or whatever to your car, I mean, you're leaving Disney like at 1 o'clock in the morning,
And it looks like the Baton Death March. You got all these little toddlers and little kids crying on their parents' shoulders because they're so overtired and stuff on that ferry that takes you across the lake there. I mean, it is like. I'm like, yeah, this is a real Disney. I mean, it's all like this trail of tears.
Yeah,
Really suck.
yeah, and they all got like this Mickey Mouse balloon tied to their wrist, and they're just like crying.
And their faces are all
whining.
red and puffy because their tears are just streaming down their face because they're so overtired. It's hilarious.
You guys ever go down to that LeSueur swap meet, Minnesota?
No, we don't go to Minnesota very often.
There's a swap meet down there every April. It's a huge swap meet. It's 120 acres. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I have a team show too, but it's the same weekend as ours, so we can't go there. We go to their swap meet every year. Love it. Or almost every year. You guys might have heard about LeSueur on the movie Fargo. They were like, LeSueur, we're from LeSueur.
Yes.
White
I was
bear.
like, why do they call it the sewer?
Is that where they hooked up with those girls, with those prostitutes?
No, that's where they
Yep.
went to high school. One went to LeSueur,
Oh, okay.
and the other one went to White Bear Lake. Oh, bears.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Weird looking how? I don't know. Just weird
No,
in general
funny
sort of-
looking.
Oh, funny looking how? I know, just funny looking in general sort of way.
And then she goes, he wasn't circumcised. And then the cop goes, okay, then, alrighty then.
Oof.
I found this movie in that movie. I gotta watch it. I just found it. I had it.
I love that movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah. I like it because they're always eating at buffets, which is totally like that here. You know, like, oh, is it reasonable? And these buffets just piling food on plates. You know. Right. Get my Golden Corral.
Yeah.
I've left Golden Corral where my eyes are actually watering.
Yeah, if we lived by a Golden Corral, we would weigh 400 pounds apiece. I mean, I'm not.
I'm somewhere between abdominal distress and going into shock when I leave that restaurant.
I just seen him fast where he doesn't eat because he's planning on going to Golden Corral. I feel like the day before he won't eat it all, so they.
Not having a spot down in LeSueur, but then I wouldn't be able to shop, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's a bad thing about having a flea market. You can't go out and shop.
Yeah, you can. You just have two people. You leave your husband to take care of the flea market. And
Yeah,
right.
You go out and spend the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like my husband's gonna sit there all day.
Yeah, I will. I'll be like, okay, Joe, I'm gonna go take a walk around. Go see if I find.
It's 120 acres. It takes more than a day to get around the whole thing.
Wow.
Bring your golf cart.
Bring your jazzy mobility scooter.
What is up with all of the NFL teams firing their coaches?
I haven't paid attention to NFL. Jim's boycotting the NFL.
I don't watch it.
The Bears fired their head coach. The Lions fired their head coach.
Because they suck.
Oh.
Probably suck.
This is the time that they do that.
Oh.
Plus, they're all under the scrutiny because of the kneeling stuff.
Wow.
So I think the owners and the upper management is trying to show that they're getting the right people.
Didn't the Packers fire
Playoffs
those
start
too?
this weekend or next weekend?
Packers aren't in the playoffs. We didn't make it.
Nope.
Well, you know more than me. I haven't watched the NFL at all.
No, but I think the
Now I
Packers
just watch my
either,
kids football.
either they fired theirs or they're going to.
Yeah.
We just watch my son's football now because at least they all stand for the national anthem.
Well, that is
It is cute though, because that's when that was all going down, and they had a scrimmage where they played during the halftime of the regular high school football team, and they had the national anthem playing. All those kids stand perfectly straight, hand on heart, you know.
But they had it for the others for the soccer match.
Oh, that's right.
Our guys are just doing a scrimmage thing, but they got like it's their last scrimmage, so it's a big thing. You know, all the parents are there or whatever. So there's a bunch of people at the main football field. But then the main soccer field is adjacent, probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 feet. Well,
that was a high school game.
So it was a high school soccer game, but it was like one of their like championship or final thing. It was a big game for them. So anyway, so they said, now we're going to do the national anthem over at the other thing. As soon as they say national anthem, all the kids out on the field, they're out on the football field playing. They immediately stop, stand up straight, put their hand over their heart, and face the flag. And then everybody in the audience in the football side, so we all have to turn our backs to the football field and look at this other field where the flag is with our hats off and our hand over our heart.
Yeah, it was
just funny though. These kids, it was like a fire drill. They immediately hands dropped to the side, and then one hand goes over the heart. It was funny. Because the announcer didn't even tell them to do it or anything. It was like
but they heard it over the PA system for the soccer game.
Huh.
It was cute.
Hank says, oh, geez, well, the local news is saying we got to protect pipes and run water and all this. They're talking like by Wednesday it might flurry and have icy conditions. I don't even know what that means.
Flurries are better because that means it's going to warm up a little.
Flurries are no big deal, but down where you live, they probably will be a big deal. So if you're going to have flurries and icy conditions where you live, everything's probably going to get shut down.
Yeah.
You might as well
how do you protect them?
Go and get your milk and bread now.
It says how do you protect pipes? Do you just put a rag over them? Or do you use the styrofoam doodads?
They use a lot of plastic plumbing down there. So a lot, when a plastic pipe freezes, a lot of times they'll just expand.
Yeah.
It won't, like with copper where you put that blister in it where it cracks. But yeah, my parents' house, a lot of their plumbing runs out here in Orlando. The plumbing runs outside the house. So what would you do? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
Wait till it thaws out, I guess.
Our house in town is all old shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do there because the plumbing is like.
It's in the attic, in the uninsulated parts of the attic. They'll run pipes and stuff down there. It's crazy. Everything's 2x4s. Here, everything's 2x6s. For snow load and for insulation. Down there, they'll use like a 20-foot 2x4. These long spans of 2x4, where it's like, how can that little skinny board handle all that stress? These houses are just like they have hurricane straps so the roof don't blow off. But man, they just throw these houses together down there. It's crazy. I'm up in the attic. I'm just like a house. This would not make one winter in Wisconsin. I can tell you that the roof would collapse after about 2 inches of snow. But the houses just because they're not designed to handle snow, so they build them as as light as they have to, I guess.
Yeah, they have to handle hurricanes. You'd think they would make them better.
No, they just put. Well, I guess the heavier trusses won't help in the hurricane. But what you need to do is strap the truss to the wall. So that when it hits, it doesn't. The roof isn't along. That's why we have all these hurricane straps on the. But that's for snow load. Their roofs would not take it. It's crazy. All 2x4.
Our house sits on cinder blocks. Her pipes go underneath the house, and it's all open with just cinder blocks to cover outer edges. Hurricane straps underneath. LMAO. It's from the 40s. Literally sits on cinder blocks. I guess if we run water, that should be a good to prevent things bursting. You think? Yeah, trickle water. Unless you run on a pump, because like I live out in the country, and mine runs on a pump, so I can't run water. I'd burn my pump out.
My mom and dad's well is a driven well. It sits right next to where the pool pumps and stuff is. Outside, the 2-inch pipe comes up out of the ground. And the electric pump sits outside and then it goes in these plastic PVC pipes that feed the house water. All outdoors.
Yeah.
So they do get it where it drops below freezing, but I guess it doesn't stay freezing long enough to really.
Yeah. Yeah, if you leave
In Orlando, I mean, if you're up by the Panhandle, that's obviously a different climate too. I mean, you probably get colder there. Because Florida's a long state.
so in town it's city water, so she can run your water in city.
Yeah.
Our house out here is on a well though, but it's a concrete foundation, not like mine.
If you have a well, that's fine. But if you have a septic tank, that's where the problem is. When you run the water, you're going to flood out your septic tank.
Right.
Yeah, but if
So
she
now you
has a
got
well
two
with a well pump, she could burn out her pump if she left her water running.
Oh yeah, that's true
I'd be
too.
more worried about blowing out. I'd be more worried about burning out the pump than the septic.
I wouldn't. The pump's a lot cheaper than the septic system.
Well, that's true.
Because sometimes they flood them out like that, and they put too many solids out in the drain tiles, and they don't come back. They got to wind up replacing the septic system. I've heard of that happening. People running the water to avoid freezing pipes and flooding out their septic system.
Yeah.
And it ain't just like it'll be.
Don't they have something for gray water? I mean, like up here, all that water doesn't go; it just dissipates.
Well, the problem is you put the solids there in your septic tank. If you give it too much water all at once, you can churn up those solids there in the tank. They're supposed to rot and turn into particulates that go out in the field. You'll turn them in. You'll take these big hunks and wads of material. They go out into your drainage field and they plug up the holes where that stuff is supposed to seep out. And now your septic's backing up. The guy from the county or the pumper looks at it, says your septic system's failing. Next thing you know, the county comes out and they red tag your system and they make you replace it. So anyway, moral of the story is if you're on a septic, running your water is you need to find a different way, like heat tapes or putting a heater that blows hot air or something on the pipes. You need to find an alternative way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in a city, though, trickle it. Like a lot of cities give you a credit for that too. They'll give you credit on your water bill.
Yeah, if you're in the city, trickle your water, fine.
You like how I wrapped that up, Tara? I didn't go on and on.
Good job, Jim. Good job.
You did great.
Short and sweet.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you all later.
Excellent.
Just a quick note, though. I will not have a show tomorrow. So we'll see you on Wednesday.
Watch the reseller squad just in case somebody else does have one.
Right.
And Nikki shows tomorrow night.
Keep your
Don't forget we show tomorrow night.
Yeah. List it or ditch it. Tomorrow at 7 Central Standard Time. We'll see you all later.
Good job. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Anybody wants to be a guest?